Alright guys, today we're going to be talking again about dilations. A dilation is essentially a change in size, making something bigger or smaller. The figures will end up as similar figures with similar ratios, that should say same ratios, and identical angle measurements. To dilate a figure, you must multiply each side by a scale factor, and the scale factor is the number that you multiply by. Number that you multiply by. A scale factor greater than 1 will give you a shape larger than the one you had before. A scale factor smaller than 1 will give you a shape smaller than the one you had before, so that will be a reduction. All right, let's look at our first example here. A 5-inch by 11 rectangle is dilated by a scale factor of 3. What are the dimensions of the new triangle? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to circle scale factor of 3 because I know that's the number that I'm going to multiply by. So now all I have to do is take my numbers and multiply them both by 3. So 5 times 3 is going to give me 15, and 11 times 3 is going to give me 33. So the new dimensions of my new triangle are going to be 15 by 33, or it would look something like this. All right, let's move on to our next example. Okay guys, whenever I'm given two figures and I need to figure out what the scale factor is, which is what we want to do with these two, the way I can do that is I can take my new dimensions and divide them by my old dimensions. So I see that BD and FG, both of which are at right triangles, these values go together in terms of being similar. So my new value is 6 because I see that was our reduction. I know my scale factor is going to be less than 1 since our original rectangle became smaller. So that's my new value, and my old value of 30 will go below it. Now, if I reduce this down by dividing top and bottom by 6, I'm going to come up with 1/5. So my scale factor here is 1/5. Let's do another example where we have to figure out what the scale factor is. All right, so here I have triangle ABC and triangle A prime, B prime, and C prime. Now, I know immediately that my scale factor is going to be larger than 1 since it looks like my triangle gets larger here. And since my A and B sides correspond, again, I'm going to follow my rule of new over old. So my new value was 6. My old value was 3. 6 divided by 3 is going to leave me with 2. So it looks like I have a scale factor of 2. Let's test the other sides just to make sure that's right. So I'm going to divide 16 over 8 because that's my new value over my old value, and that's also going to give me 2. So this has a scale factor of 2. All right, guys, today's lesson, pretty simple. Let's go ahead and practice.